How's it going, guys? It's Nate. I'm back with another reaction. Today I'm reacting to... This is BTS Introduction to BTS, Part 1. XCeleste. Now this one is the one you guys suggested for me, and I went and reacted to an older one by XCeleste, and you know, that helped me out a lot, but this is the one. This is the one that you guys keep on requesting. This is the one you want me to watch, so I'm gonna watch this one for sure, you guys. I mean, this is legit. I don't think there's much to say. So far, BTS has been really great to react to. I really enjoy their music. I enjoy who they are. I enjoy what they're doing, and I enjoy your guys' explaining who they are and so many suggestions for new music from them. And they do a lot of live. I love live performances. So I've really enjoyed reacting to them. And also, you guys are like coming in hot, like subscribers. So I appreciate you guys. You know, I put a lot of work into these videos, and let me know if any of you would support me in this, because you know, these videos are copyrighted. I just passed the mark where I'm able to be monetized, but most of these videos are copyrighted, and I'm not able to make anything on these. So right now, I'm just working hard. You know, just building and connecting with you guys, and I love it. But if there's a way for it to be monetarily sound for me, I think that would be super cool. So if you guys, if any of you would support me in that way, let me know, because I may set up Patreon, get some extra benefits in there, extra videos, or maybe start working on a Discord. I don't even know what Discord is, so, but we can work that out. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know, because I'm down. I'm down to take this to the next level. I work hard on it, you know. I work hard on these videos and love reacting to what you guys suggest. Love reacting to new music and new artists that I haven't heard before. But if I can provide quality content that you guys enjoy, that'll encourage you or excite you, I'm down for it. I'm ready for it, and I think it'd be super cool to do that together. So without further ado, let's get into this. I've got it down to 720 because I know that'll help the lagging. I know the videos have been lagging a bit, so I brought the quality down for the past few videos, and it's helped a little bit. I think I need a new laptop in all honesty, but I'm doing my best as I can. So another reason to support me. BTS. Can you imagine, literally, what is this? Probably 20,000 people screaming your name. Or your band name.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS, and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning.
I mean, I can tell, just even being introduced to them, watching her first video, and listening to their music mostly, their music and their music videos, I can tell they're not a usual boy band. They're not One Direction or these or 5 Seconds from Summer, like these pop boy bands. They're not. They are different, and they hit different for sure. So it's interesting. I like the way she said that.
BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescent. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debut.
I love that. See, this kind of impact on people and the purpose for impact is so cool. It's what makes them above and beyond. I love that. It's like imitation. If you're able to look up to people who have these standards and these morals and these thought processes, no matter how they face it or no matter how they go about putting this out, if that's what's behind it, that's powerful. It's like there's certain songs that are coming out and people that are creating things that the morals are far from good, are terrible in instances, and they put it out there and it's popular and people are listening to it and filling their minds with it, and it's not positive, it's not encouraging, it's not anything. It's demeaning, it's destructive. And so this kind of, we need more of this in the world, period. We need more of this. No matter how they put it out, no matter with the lyrics they use, the music they use, how they do it, if that's what's behind it, that's powerful. That's perfect. Let's go. So, and it is. I mean, you can tell by their music and by the way they act. And even like, I reacted to the one with Jimmy Fallon in Grand Central, not Station, but you know. And even the way they acted, like with Jimmy, right after doing that whole performance, like they were hugging and like just the way they portray themselves. Let's go. More of that.
Debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다.
This is so good. This is why they have the relationship they do. This is why they have that powerful connection, but also they're able to portray this with their fans. This is why, because no matter what, if you live together or if you're building a relationship with anybody, any friends, romantic relationships, family, anything, there is conflict. And conflict has to be resolved. And if you, exactly what he said, it's okay to fight.
된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거.
Conflicts grow because we are afraid of fighting. That is so powerful. Jordan Peterson mentions this, which this is kind of an interesting thought, is that men can fight with their fists, and that's a go-to. That's that we can go there. And that's why there's actually more peace. Women don't or won't usually. Like, it's not socially acceptable for women to fight with fists. So because we're afraid of fighting and we won't go there, that causes conflict to grow. That is powerful. But because we'll go there, there's a respect, there's a mutual understanding, and even if it does go there, that's going to build the relationship. We're going to grow because we fight through that. We fought, and then we're back. We're good. That's powerful. I love the way he said that, because these kind of philosophies are not taught. These kind of philosophies, they're so important to building of relationships, are not taught to people, and in general in the world. Like, people don't think about this or know about this. They're so afraid of conflict, and so that's why I feel like so much of our society is so passive aggressive and afraid of confrontation and afraid of that back and forth. And conflict is really the only way you're gonna work things out. You gotta face them. And facing it actually builds the relationship. It's like, if there's a situation, if you just let it fester, then there's resentment that builds up because you didn't deal with it. And the issue's still there, and they may repeat that issue. So facing the conflicts grow because we are afraid of fighting.
거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무.
That's powerful. And then the resolving of it. He says, no, I don't care if 2 people are fighting. I want all 7 of you to resolve it together. That builds such community. That builds such unity in the group. In that fighting will break out, period, right? But if there's an issue, you're going to work it out together. Because that's like family. That's family. That literally is family. That say 2 brothers don't get along, the family needs to come together to resolve these issues. That's so good.
너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국은 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나, 이렇게 생각됩니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나?
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는. 네.
Their climb.
I love that. Because it's like, I love the way he said it. It's like, it's not just a matter. It's not just like we were just hanging out with each other a lot. So yeah, that's the way it is. No, it takes work to build relationships like that. It takes work because there are conflicts and you don't get along all the time. So resolving those and using them to come together even tighter is just hats off to them.
To the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom. 2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts.
Wow.
That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships.
Wow.
I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year.
Wow.
And they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles.
Wow.
Without the help of bundles and
Which is interesting because that's a marketing, that's a way to market yourself, and I don't see that as an issue. So it's interesting. I wonder what the reasoning would be behind not bundling or not giving out merch, an album with merch or with tickets. Because that is just a marketing scheme, and I wouldn't say it's a bad thing unless there's a reason that it's a bad thing. But this is cool.
Driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record.
Wow.
While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the
awesome.
21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted.
See, this is part of what I said in the last video. Like these guys have drive and work ethic. And the fact that they're working so hard and they're willing to live in the same room and build their abilities and hone their craft into quality. Their dancing, their voices, their recording, their mixing, and everything that they're doing. People are not willing to do that. So the fact that 7 guys come together and they're under this company, but they come together and are working together like this and pushing in themselves and have the work ethic and have the drive, that's why they're so successful. On top of the talent that they have. Let's go.
Involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association.
That's cool.
They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans.
Wow.
Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers.
Yeah.
Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung.
Bro.
BTS is
That's crazy. I'm so hyped to listen to this. Carl Jung, that's so amazing. I'm excited. That's so cool.
Psychological Concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details.
I love that.
One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
That's
On
insane.
September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world, with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것을 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로.
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 이 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을
That's good. Like he said, I'm lucky to be making the music that I am thinking about, that I care about, and that's good because it's like it's what I believe, it's what I find to be the truth, it's what I believe. That's the main thing, and putting it out there, putting what you believe out there, even just talking, even in conversation, in the way you carry yourself, in honesty. That's powerful. That will allow you to stand up with your shoulders back and be proud of what you're doing. That's legit. Also, like you just don't see this. And what they said about talking about artists and performers, the difference is palpable. There's a lot of people that are really in the limelight, high up in the limelight, that are not artists. They can sing. They're performers, and like a lot. And I love seeing artists work, artists perform their craft, and hone what they're doing. And this is that they're artists. They've worked hard. They've built their skill. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is perfect. This was beautiful. Man, thank you guys for suggesting this. Seriously, this is great. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions, drop them down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys are listening to and check it out. Please suggest more BTS, your favorites, what songs you think I would enjoy. I love good vocals. I love live performances. Seems like they're more authentic to who the band actually is, who the individuals are. I'm excited to actually recognize each of these band members. Already I'm getting little things and I'm like, oh, there's V, or what, whatever it may be. I'm excited to continue reacting to these guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.